I also want to say that I support the Lapeer District Library and its staff. The staff has the expertise to pick out books. Parents, guardians, legal caregivers know the children, they know their intellectual level, their reading ability, their maturity, and the parents and caregivers know values and beliefs they want to instill in children. And they should be the ones to decide what books to take up. The librarians can order the books to support a broad viewpoint, but the parents and legal guardians, caregivers, should be the ones to decide what books the children take up.
All right, just quickly on the Myers Road stuff. There's no paved shoulder, obviously. There is a gravel shoulder. You're telling me there's not enough to feel safe on.
There's not always a gravel shoulder either.
There's got to be something. I mean, it doesn't. Well, but
it's not.
There's nothing that I don't believe there's anything that we're going to do about this now that the road's done. The road has been done for 3 years now, I'm guessing.
At least.
But I can always bring this concern to the road commission. All right. Anybody else in public time?
Can you get my library report? Or did you?
No, you can, and I did get that, and I'm sorry, I printed one, and I was gonna make copies for the board, and I didn't.
Oh. Okay.
So, just go as far as you can on your 3 minutes, and I will supply that to the board after the meeting if they don't.
I'll try to get through it quick. Good things happening at the library. They had a free costume workshop for children, child tutoring from the Family Literacy Center. For teens, there's painting and Christmas card making. Adults, there's knitting group and a book club, and there will be a mayor candidate forum this week, Thursday, October 16th, from 4:30 to 7:30. I know 2 of the candidates will be there. I don't know if all 3 of them will be there. Our last board meeting was September 25th. Our next meeting is October 16th at 10 o'clock at the American Legion, and I did include the link this time too, where you can go and see our minutes, so you can get an accurate look at what the board is doing. The board business that we had, the director's search update was that we're hoping to have interviews. Well, the search firm is hoping to have interviews in the next few weeks. It's reported that some of the candidates have pulled out after reading the negative press, so it's taken a little bit longer than we had hoped. We did conduct a budget hearing, and the budget was approved. A motion was presented to pause book ordering. There's concern over the turnover of the staff, that there's not experienced staff to do the book ordering. So the motion was to pause it. There was discussion. The assistant director stated that by next month that she should have experienced staff in place. So that motion was tabled and will be voted on at this month's meeting, which is also Thursday. We had discussion about a building for sale in Lapeer, the old Thumb Alarm building at 21. So I presented that to the board just to see if there was an interest. It does not appear that there was. I also made a motion about forming a library advocacy committee because of all the negative press in the library. As far as I know, there's only been one person that expressed interest in that. I invited board members and community members, anybody interested, to email the chairman, well, I'll find out on Thursday, but I don't think there's a lot of interest in that. Public comments, about 45 people attended, which was nice because this was our new time, our morning time. There's a lot of concern from the public that a lot of people wouldn't be able to attend, but we did have 45 people. Less than 20 people made public comments. Concerns were legal costs, turnover of library staff, board members not having proper training, search firm not producing candidates for a director, material that is not developmentally appropriate being available to minors without parental consent, and minors not being protected from harmful contact.
I will get your report printed for the board if they want one. I've got it actually printed on my printer right now. I just didn't make copies.
I
One question for you is, why are you looking for
Oh, well, I've heard a lot from admin that, we're running out of room. I've been learning about the book ordering process too. And whenever they get a new book in, they have to take a book out to, put in place of that new book. And that's because of storage. There's not enough room to shelf all the books. I personally am not like really advocating for it, but I just, from the things that I've heard, that I thought it would be a nice option to look at for possibly the admin, not the whole library, but the admin building to move over there and the maintenance building. The way the building is set up, it has offices and a garage, and so I thought it could be, an option for an admin building, the maintenance building, and storage. So that's why I presented it to the board, but as far as I know, there hasn't been any interest.
Anybody else in public? Hearing none, we will move on.
Can I answer a quick question? A lot of places are closed today for Columbus Day. I was actually surprised that you guys
It's
weren't.
because we always have a board meeting on Columbus
Oh,
Day.
Okay,
So like,
so you choose
there
that.
was times where we would, if it was a night meeting that fell on Columbus Day, we would not come to work, but then come to a.
Okay.
Well, I'll make a comment further than that. In past years, we have took Columbus Day and had our board meeting on Tuesday. But we were bypassing, for whatever reason, Martin Luther King Day.
Right.
And we just swapped those two out. We put Martin Luther King Day back on and took Columbus Day off. And it messes our schedule up because we do have a board meeting on Columbus Day.
Yeah, because then not everybody, like the public, gets noticed or catches on that Columbus Day is gonna move our meeting to Tuesday. So.
I don't think it was very many years that we swapped the Martin
Right.
Luther King Day for Columbus Day, but we have swapped it back.
Yeah.
What's today, Columbus Day?
Yep.
That's a.
Okay.
All right, public time.
Maybe I could get rid of all my wife's old shoes in my closet.
Not for the
Is
donation
that for
barrel.
donation barrel?
That's for the cleanup day in 27.
That was a good one.
How about reports, Bill, EMS?
Oh,
No,
wait, I was gonna,
I have something too, but I'll let you go first.
okay. I just wanted to address, the concern of the turnover of staff. Because as I talked about at the last meeting, there actually is documented harassment of the staff by the board
You would be
majority.
addressing the board right now, not me.
Okay, sorry, this was meant to talk to you as well. Which I spoke about at the last meeting. I talked about the harassment, and they were, there was this claim that the librarians hadn't been vetted and so forth. And yes, they have. And also it was brought up that the blaming of the bad press for the difficulty in finding a director. But the board majority is failing to take responsibility for bad press that they've been putting out on social media, because that's where a lot of the negativity is coming from about the library. And then I also wanted to bring up a friend of mine wanted to check out some LGBTQ plus books from the library for her son, because she wanted him to know that not all families look alike, and that if they didn't, that's fine. So she went into the library's website to look up books. What she found was that pretty much every LGBTQ plus book she looked up was listed as missing. Not checked out, but missing. As in no longer in the library. And this is kind of concerning in terms of like the purchasing of books too, because they seem to be kind of avoiding purchasing books, saying that there aren't qualified people that are there to purchase books, when in fact there are. And considering the protracted time that it's been taking to get a library director, it's like you would think they'd want to purchase books ASAP, especially with so many missing books that apparently are there. Thank you.
Can I get your name and address?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, Heidi Helfer and Vivian Drive.
I do know that Samantha and myself do plan on attending a library board meeting. The other one, the last one got past us and we didn't go, and we remembered afterwards, but, I would simply, with those comments, ask Peggy to look into the books not being available
Yeah,
and report back
I
to
wrote
us.
it down.
Anybody else?
Oh, yeah, I do that.
Do you have something you want to say at this public time?
Yeah. So, I wanna address the lie that's going around, not just here, but at other townships, any place. It's on the Fight for the First website that the board plans on, engaging in discriminatory action and, that we plan to target certain books. But I'm gonna show you something, and it's offensive to a lot of people, so if you wanna not look, you can not look. But this is a page from a children's book, and it's called It's Perfectly Normal, and there are, make sure the camera
Okay,
can
for the
see
camera,
this.
just remember you're addressing us like you
Okay,
told her.
I know, but they like to get me on camera, so I just. So there are 3 images here. There are images of a heterosexual couple, a lesbian couple, and a gay couple. And for me, if a 6-year-old is looking at these pictures, I am no more or less concerned about the heterosexual couple than I am the homosexual couple. These are images that a 6-year-old is not mature enough to look at. Some parents know about it, a lot of people don't know about it. The librarian that I addressed about this book did not know about it. I did challenge this book, that's no secret. I challenged this book before I became a board member. The first step to challenging a book is to talk to library staff. That's what I did. I showed her this book and I said, do you know about this book? And she said, no, I've never seen that book. So it was on the shelf without the librarian knowing. I know it's there without a lot of parents knowing. So parents, they do not have that knowledge, many of them. Another thing in that book, this is text. It says, sometimes as kids are growing up, they become curious about other kids who are the same gender as they are, or who are a different gender. They may even look at and even touch each other's bodies. This is a perfectly normal kind of exploring. So this book is encouraging kids to sit around and touch each other's bodies. Now, according to the Child Advocacy Center here in Lapeer, peer-to-peer sexual molestation is, it's a thing. It's very common and it happens a lot. So this was very concerning to me. So I put this on my Facebook page, and my Facebook page got shut down for child sexual exploitation for these words, okay? That's the kind of thing I'm fighting against. That's the kind of thing that if it comes before the board as an action where we can put this in a place where 6-year-olds aren't looking at it, I would vote for that. I would vote for that, and whatever I told you when I asked to be appointed still stands. That's what I want. I want inappropriate, I want age development appropriate material for kids. I want parents to know what's there. I want parent control. I do not want to limit anything an adult can go in and check out. So I just want to make that clear.
What was the name of that book, Peggy?
Yeah.
What was the name of that book?
It's perfectly normal. That one is missing from the main branch, but it is available at other branches in an earlier version.
Anybody else? All right. Bill, EMS.
I wasn't at the last meeting, but we're continuing on negotiations with the union and doing the budget. I'll be there next week.
December is EMS's budget month. That's your year end.
I'm sorry, can I say one more thing? It's in regards to the camera that's going around filming every meeting. And I know it's legal to film the public meetings, but it continues after our meetings are over. Every meeting I've been to, it keeps rolling. It picks up personal conversations. Ingrid, you were addressing the board. You talked a lot about your husband's medical issues. The camera kept rolling. It's out there on Facebook. I don't understand that. I don't understand why, when the meeting's over, they can't. Whether it's legal or not, just be decent. Shut the camera off, don't record people's personal conversations.
If that's a remark toward me, I've never been here recording the meeting before.
I didn't say your
So
name.
don't,
I didn't say
but
name,
your
Russell.
friend is looking at me.
Oh, well, that's not illegal either, to look at people in a public place.
Unforgettable.
Alright, EMS.
I just gave it to you.
Okay. Hearing nothing else, meeting adjourned. You guys want the library report? I got it on my printer right now.
Okay.
Thank you all.
You gonna golf today?
Yep.
I was gonna golf last week and I caught
Do you want to see this before you shut the camera off?
First subpoena I
Smart
caught in,
photos.
Please stop.
like 3 years.
Why?